everybody hear me? Can we please have a seat? Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday, KW Southwest. How is everyone? All right, Brandon, thank you for the participation. I appreciate it. Okay, I hear myself over here. Sir, would you mind if I just turn myself down here?
Oh, yeah, so that's what we're looking at. That's what we're mute.
Okay, I think this is better.
There we go. There we go.
Yes, wonderful. All right, can we do this one more time as people are coming in? Happy Wednesday, KW Southwest.
Happy Wednesday.
Awesome. My favorite part of the week, bucket fills. Is there somebody or something that you are grateful for? New marriage, babies, new listing, new car, divorce, wherever that is that you want to celebrate. Let's start with Justin. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's good. All right, we have one of
got something.
no, right there.
Oh, sure.
Miss Sherry.
I showed property to a couple over in Pecan Grove about 5 months ago, and it was lipstick on a pig to make it nice. And they contacted me right before I went on my vacation to let me know they are now engaged. They're getting married in 2 weeks. Would I be their agent? And we are looking at property.
Awesome. Love.
Wonderful. We have one in the back, Miss Esther.
It's always been my dream to build a house from scratch for investment. So we got the first deal completed last December.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Congratulations. Israel?
No, do for Jane. See?
Wow.
Yeah, you started it.
Sorry.
I had a great Saturday this past Saturday. My mom got out of the hospital after 3 weeks in ICU. And the Texans won. So let's go Texans.
That's awesome. Anybody online that would like to share? Feel free to unmute yourself. We have a lot of you there, I see. No? Going once?
Who was that? Gloria's got something great to share.
All right.
Oh, no,
Gloria.
Tanya. It was Tanya. It was.
Going once? Twice? Moving on.
Let's roll.
All right. Let's go ahead and move right along. I would like to invite our business partners, our lunch sponsors today. So please come on up. Let's give them a round of applause.
Hey, how are you?
If we can ask you to stand over here so everybody online, we have quite a few of them can see you as well.
Okay, guys, thank you for your time.
Can we get you in front of the mic right here real quick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they have a thing right there.
So thank you guys for your time. Really appreciate it. This is Raquel. She's our business development manager. I'm the managing director of the company. So we have a quick presentation, and so I'm going to kind of move along. I know we have a kind of time limit. So again, appreciate the time. So just basically a quick question before we get into this. Who has heard about hard money? Okay, most of you, good. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Again, we do hard money. You call it asset-based lending. You can talk, or maybe call it bridge lending. So that's basically what we do. We don't do traditional mortgage lending. So just keep that in mind as we move along. So anyway, long story short, this is real quickly what we are about. You know, we have banking relationships, and we talk about that a little later. I just want to make sure that we touch on that. We've been established since 2010, so we're celebrating our 15th year anniversary this year. So we are pretty proud of that. Just for the sake of moving along, we're going to kind of just move this along. We have the executive team here. Myself, like I said, I'm the founder and managing director. We have Liliana, who is the CFO, and then we got Lena, who's the COO. This is a quick organizational chart. Again, we are in the energy corridor. So we have underwriters, we have processors, we have the general manager. We, of course, have a business development person, and that's who got me here. So thank you. So basically key concepts, about our company and about hard money, right? You all know, some of you, most of you know what it is. And so we want to make sure that you understand that we do all types of loans in case you are working with investors, foreign nationals, anybody that basically is looking to do new construction, maybe cash outs from investment properties. The lady in the back talked about new construction. And so sometimes banks are hard to deal with. We do those all the time. You all know everything there is to know about traditional mortgages, so I'm not going to touch base on that. So just real quickly, traditional versus, financing, just the summary of this particular slide is we close typically, and we advertise it and try everything that we can to keep that commitment. We close within 15 business days. So if you have somebody that is either going to get foreclosed on, or maybe an investor that has a really good deal that must close, we are the people that can actually make that happen. We've closed deals within 5 days. And the only caveat, and you all know this, is if title has some type of issue, then it starts to delay the process. But we close very quickly. So the life cycle of the deal, we typically get an application. We basically do this online. We can get you an answer, or your clients within 24 hours. We can get you a yes or no, and then we'll start the process moving forward. There is no real cash up front for them as opposed to other lenders. The only cash up front is $65. We do pull credit just to kind of understand who we're dealing with, the profile, but we are asset based, so we're not going to decline, most of the loans just because they have what we would consider a lower credit. The underwriting takes off the moment we say yes. And again, we work with title companies, the appraiser, and everything else, and we make that happen within typically 15 business days. That's what the closing is about. So I'm going to just go over real quickly some of what we call our loan menu. So if you have a client that wants to basically do a cash out of an investment property, we can do that. If somebody wants to buy land to potentially build, like the lady in the back, in the future, we can do that. Different loan to values, we don't have the time to go over all of that, but we'll sit around here in case you have any questions afterwards. So by all means, come and introduce yourself. We'd love to talk to you. Foreign nationals, anybody knows what the SCR loans are about? We do those as well. Basically, it bases everything on the rental income and revenue versus, having to go through tax returns and a whole bunch of stuff. So again, we kind of have a pretty decent loan menu. Typical leverages, I'm going to bypass that. We got 70% to 75% on fix and flips. The land is lower. And again, depending on the project, we kind of work with the loan to values. So one of the things that we do, and this is what I was talking about earlier, we have relationships with banks. So we have 3 sources of funds as we lend out the money. We have the company money, right? Then we have banking relationships. So we leverage or arbitrage those relationships. And then we have private co-lending partners. So if you or anybody that you're working with, investors per se, want to have a really passive income type of investment protected by real estate, we can do that for you. We can talk about that at any time. But it's typically 7 to 10%. We'll show a slide about that. And so here is kind of what the loan funding sources. This slide kind of gives you an idea of how it works. You have, again, the banks, the personal individuals, if you will, that are investors, and then our own sources, and we can talk about that. So, what the co-lending partner really is, basically is a debt instrument. So you do get a promissory note. You get basically a partnership with us. So you're part of that loan that we are extending to the investors, and you get paid a nice return, depending on the amount that you bring in or your investors, anywhere between 7 to 10%. And it's guaranteed, again, by real estate, it's guaranteed by the company, and you get these monthly and ACH payments into your account. It's great. A lot of people love it. So again, that's kind of a quick snapshot of the thresholds, where your interest rates based on the amounts you bring in. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of having to rush. I was giving kind of a 10-minute timeline, so bear with me. But we'll be here just in case you guys have any questions. So as a lending partner, you do get some kind of spiffs. You get to stay at our corporate condo in Cabo. We'll talk about that. We'll set you up, if you want to, with a self-directed IRA. We have educational classes that can help you with that. You guys don't need any notary services, but some of the investors, private investors do. So we offer that at no cost, simple stuff like that. And then here's just a couple of slides based on some of the projects that we've done. We are investors on top of lenders, so we know the ups and downs, and we can relate to a lot of the investors, right? So we've done developments. That's a 19 townhome project in Edu, which is east of downtown. We did a 12 townhome project. We have done some rehabs. We have done some new construction. So these are just pictures of some of the properties that we basically have done. And, whether it's in Town Lake, whether it's here in Sugar Land, the Woodlands, we're actually now trying to develop a 6.5-acre project of business condos up in Spring on FM 2920. So that's going to be our biggest project, about a $12 to $15 million construction project. So anyway, that's kind of about it. I think I met the deadline. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sticking around. So if our agents have questions afterwards, they can go ahead and ask. Appreciate it. Awesome. All right. Awesome. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you, Norman. In the meanwhile, we'll catch up what's going on with Michael Flores. Yeah. Always good to see. All right.
I'm sorry. No wonder I couldn't find it. My fault.
It's okay, Norman. Take your time.
There.
All right.
Magic band is nothing. They say active.
All right. Nimesh, you want to go ahead and give them the rundown of our classes?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Come on, Krista.
I saw her. I heard her earlier. I didn't see her.
Oh, come on, it ain't that great.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks guys. No, I really appreciate it. I'm so excited to be teaching a class here. I haven't taught a class here in a little while. So we have Agent Financials coming up. The full version is next week on Tuesday. I have an abridged version for PC only. We're going to be focusing on the basics, like basic for brand new agents. That's going to be on Thursday. That's tomorrow, 9 to 12. So for everybody else, and even if you're a new agent and you want the full course, it is open to you. But we're going to be going over business entities. We're going to be over how to read a basic P&L, how to think about running your business like a business. So how do you know if I want to take home X amount of dollars, how many units do I need to close to do that? And what are my expenses going to look like? That's what we're talking about. We also will talk about insurance. We have James Acosta that's going to be providing lunch for us and talking a little bit about what they provide as well. They partner with our office. So I'm really excited. This is going to be a great class. The cost is $15. It's a steal. You're going to get a manual. You're going to get lunch. It's going to be a great day. We're going to have fun together. I hope to see a lot of you there.
Awesome. Thank you, Krista. All right. Is this Brandon? Well, Brandon, come on up. Tell us about your content creation day.
Great.
If we go to the next one first, Norman, the next slide first.
Well, the clicker is not clicking for
There we
me.
go. So for those of you guys who aren't aware, my presidency for KWYP has started as of last month, and we are thriving. Me and my VP just came back from an amazing transformative trip from Tampa to help Tampa launch their chapter, and it was a great time. And so the goal for us here is to bring that community here to Houston. And so we have our information session actually tomorrow. So if you want to find out what YP is and why it's a benefit to you in your life, I think Nimesh, you talked about it yesterday with the 80-20 principle, that the reason why people hit their ceiling of achievement is because they are missing a relationship in their life, right? And YP can be that relationship for you and your business to help grow you into a new space, into a new room. So yes, so please join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's going to be on Zoom, not in person. Please be on Zoom. Yes, just want to iterate that. And then going backwards to the content creation day, which we will discover tomorrow. Talk about tomorrow, we are doing a content creation day in spring at Woodson Reserve. So this is open to anybody and everybody, regardless of your age. We want you to be there, okay? Age is just a number. The vibe is always youthfulness. So thank you all so much. And let's get to the team meeting.
All right. Thank you, Brandon. Before we let you go, what is the age, I guess, ceiling for people?
50-year-old who is in YP, and I believe he's a partner.
Okay, wonderful.
It's really about the vibe and the community of people. Part of the community.
So if you feel young, you're more than welcome to join.
Understand this space.
I still vote we go from young professionals to youthful professionals.
Like it.
Listen, I will tell Kenny and Kevin URI that that's what we should do.
All right, awesome. And let's give him one more round of applause for becoming the president and representing our office. Wonderful accomplishment. We're very proud of you. Norman, my clicker is not working and it is on. So you might have to click for me then. All right, family reunion is coming up in Las Vegas. If you like to gamble, if you like to learn, February 17th till the 21st, the agenda is out. Now, you can purchase your tickets directly or you can purchase some through the office as well. So join us. We currently have 21 agents that are joining us. We are also going to have an office event while there. It's a great opportunity for you to network, to gain additional business, as well as learning from the best of the best. Tomorrow? Okay.
They're at the early bird price still right now, but after tomorrow, those prices are going up.
Got it. Okay. Thank you, Krista. All right. Let's talk bold. Nimesh, Maps coach. You want to tell us more about it?
Man, I just told them about it last week. I thought you'd give a different spin this week. No, same spin?
I mean, I can.
Go for it. We'll tag team it.
We haven't done a bold last year for a variety of reasons. Raise your hand if you attended bold before. Okay, about half of you. Now, would you agree that after you take it for the 5th time and 6th time, I mean, it's great. It depends on your mindset, but you feel like it's the same material. Yes or yes? And that is one of the reasons why we haven't hosted bold at our location last year and why we have brought to you some supplemental classes until we were able to preview the actual materials and the entire content that was written by Gary Keller. It was written by Gibson and some additional leaders within KWRI. And I guarantee you, it is different from A to Z. With that being said, the content is powerful, and Scott Toombs is, I would say, heavily experienced, a Bolt coach that has been doing Bolt since 2014, if I
Yeah,
remember
it's been a-
correctly. So definitely knows his stuff, knows his content, provides an excellent accountability. And we are bringing Bolt to our location. We are going to have a 40 spots for our office, as we are doing it as a shared effort with the Signature office as well as the Houston Central. So if you haven't registered yet, we highly encourage you to do so, because it will give you an additional accountability, additional new content that you can take advantage of to definitely launch your, I would say, a business in 2025 in the right way. Anything that I've missed?
No, you didn't miss a single thing. That was well said, right? The only thing I want to add to this, I mentioned it yesterday during business planning clinic, right? What's the number one key behind Bold? What does it make you do? Or what you just said it technically, right? It holds you accountable. That's the idea behind Bold. And yesterday I gave the stat, right? 77% of goals are more likely to come to fruition with accountability, right? And we see it at the Market Center results for the agents that were in Bold. We absolutely see a spike in production,
Yep.
right? Statistics prove it.
Now, we are running a reimbursement program as we usually do. So Krista, do you want to share the
Yeah, could you
details or the
just-
rules about the $200 per transaction reimbursement?
Yes, that's perfect. Because I alluded to it last week, but I didn't give details.
Not only do we believe this is going to help you, but we believe in it so much, we'll actually pay for you to take it, right? You pay for it up front, and then as you have closings that are generated from Bold, there's some stipulations, like it has to be an executed listing during Bold, an executed contract during Bold. When it closes, a $200 reimbursement. You notify us, you're like, this is one of my closings. A $200 reimbursement goes to your agent bill. Up to 4. The cost is $800, $799 to take the course. You get $800 back. We actually pay you an extra $1. So, you know, you're making bank on this. So, and you are getting, if you're closing those 4 deals, how much more in commission did you just make? So can I get agreement that 24 was kind of a tough year for a lot of us? Can I get agreement that this year we're going to do something different than we did last year? Can this be the thing that you do different? Yeah. The accountability is amazing. If you do what they're asking you to do and you come and you make the contacts, you will have the closings.
Okay.
Anyways.
Awesome. Thank you, Krista.
And just to clarify, a big thing that we implemented, Chad had implemented, I think I want to say the last time we had Bold, was that your clock starts, right, for this reimbursement program the moment you register for full Bold. Okay, so it's not technically on February 27th, okay? It's the day you register for full Bold. So you get a head start. So the earlier you in, the bigger chance you have.
Yep.
Cool.
And first step is, of course, at no cost to you. So if anything before the spots fill out, register for the first step, please.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to just take a 1 second as I see some of you are taking photos. Yes.
One question, Yana.
Yes, ma'am.
Are there any opportunities for scholarships for the Bold class?
So currently at this time, because of our limitations on spots, we don't have any that I am aware of. I don't know if they're going to be offering a payment plan. That's something that's at a sole discretion of the Bold coach. So I can definitely go ahead and follow up with you regarding details. If you don't mind, shoot me a quick email so that way I can go ahead and send it directly to the Bold coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. Brad?
For clarity, hosted here at Southwest Market.
Yeah, was that your question? Yes, over here at this training room, we are the host Market Center. All right, moving right along. So I am very excited as in November and December, I had the opportunity to choose our 2025 Agent Leadership Council. What is that? A group of top performing agents that are representing all of you, 500 plus agents in our Market Center. And what I would like to do today is to introduce our 2025 ALC. So if I can ask you to go ahead and come on up, let's give them a big round of applause. And we are going to learn more about them.
Let me move stuff around a little bit.
And we are going to be sharing the mic.
Nobody wanted to sit.
Okay, we're gonna start over here.
Hello, hello. I'm missing. Yeah, just about like that. No, no. Here's your seat. I see you in the chair. Come on.
All right, awesome. Are we ready? Oh, Norman. All right, so what I would like to do, let's just do a super quick introduction about you, your business, and share some of the numbers. Let's super quickly go around and introduce yourself to everybody online and the rest of the group over here. Sir, I'm sorry, I'm like right in front of you.
Okay, so I'm Justin Duffield, and this would be my 5th year serving on the ALC, and this is actually my 10th year in real estate.
All right, awesome.
I'm Kathy Stubbs. What did you say? I'm sorry. Length of time. Oh,
Little bit about yourself.
oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I was prepared with numbers, but I didn't know which numbers we were talking
That's
about.
okay. Any numbers you feel comfortable sharing?
Okay, volume GCI.
Sure, wherever.
Okay, fine. Volume 39.
All right,
I don't know.
39 million.
No, I don't know. Honestly, I may have lied about that. The 65 units. I've been on ALC. First time was in 95, 96. I can't remember, right in there.
That's awesome.
And I don't know how many times I've been on ALC, maybe 20, no, 15.
Wow, that's great. And
I'm
how long
sorry.
have you been in a business?
Long time.
Long time. All right, let's give her a round of applause. This is a great production.
Hi, my name is Vamshi Kyatham. I'm with Keller Williams. This is my 3rd year with KW and 2nd year in ALC. And I'm one of the top 20 agents in the team
Awesome.
or in the company.
My name is Tara Flores. I am in my 11th year of real estate, and it'll be my 3rd time on ALC. And my numbers, I'm going to go with appointments. Mine is 1 appointment per week.
All right, I like it.
My name is Sapana. I've been here 6 years. I've been on ALC for 5 years. And as far as my numbers, I did 43 transactions last year.
That's awesome.
I'm Brad Countryman. I am, 4 years in? This is my 1st year on ALC, and I used to help some of you guys in PC.
Awesome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gleisha Givens. I've had my business now. I'm about to celebrate my 5-year anniversary. And I'm so excited. This will be my 1st year being on ALC, and I'm very, very excited to be a part of this. Looking forward to making some great contributions and just building my relationships here with all of my different peers and colleagues and just helping everyone. So I'm very excited. So you guys are going to see me jumping all over the place because I'm very proud to be a part of this.
Hi, my name is Gloria Ilotonwu. I've been with this office since 2017. I'm one of the only commercial agents in the office, so that's my claim to fame. Last year was pretty good from a commercial point of view. Over, I think, for commercial only, not my residential, about maybe 11 or so million, maybe, in transactions. And I've been serving on ALC now. This will be my 2nd year, and absolutely want to bring what I know in terms of investment and wealth management, wealth earning to the office. We need it to keep our people here. So
that's awesome.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Tanya Nicholas, and this will be my 3rd year I get to serve on ALC. Really excited. I've been a realtor probably about 40 months or so, so a little bit over 3 years as well. My goal is to make sure everyone knows the market. I've created Tanya Tour Thursday. So this will be our 3rd Thursday that we're going out. It's more about not just content, video content, that's important, but for you to know the market areas. Before we go out, you'll know, like in Pearland, we went to Yanni Gardens, and that's in Pearland, who the builder is, Brightland Homes. There's 2.6 months because it's a skill-based market. So when we go out and take content, we will know what the market is doing. So I'm glad to be here and share a lot with the agents. And so it's going to be an exciting year.
Hello, good morning. My name is Heather Lowry, and I will be celebrating my 4th year as an agent in May. Super excited about that. This will be my 2nd year on the ALC. I'm very thankful to be serving with this amazing group this year, so shout out to y'all. My numbers, as far as my numbers, I've doubled my numbers every year since I started. I'm very excited about that, including last year, which was a tough year. So cheers to that.
Yeah. How many transactions have you closed in 2024, if you don't mind
I
sharing?
did 11 transactions last year. I usually average about 1 a month. Some transactions were larger than others. Huge range with that, of course, as an agent, as you guys know. Sometimes I'll do 2 a month. Sometimes I'll have 2 closings a month, sometimes just 1. It just depends on the flow and my clients
That's awesome.
and the funding.
That's awesome. Thank you. So Agent Leadership Council is basically the board of directors in a regular corporate setting. The ownership group cannot make any decisions unless these people vote on it. So it is certainly an important role that these agents represent. And that also comes with a lot of time commitment, meaning their time that they invest into the market center, their time they invest in your development, your growth, and really everything they do to represent not only our organization, Keller Williams Southwest, but our community and everything else that we do. So with that being said, as we were doing our interviews and, we have announced our final group of Agent Leadership Council members, what I would like to do is for them to share their why. Why is it important to them that they represent the 500 of you? Why is it important to them that they represent Keller Williams Southwest and our community? So why don't we go ahead and start with Justin again? Let me get you the mic.
My why for this market center is all of you. I've been a new agent myself. I've been an agent who just barely capped. I've been an agent who is on the top production list. And I know there are so many questions along the way, so many opportunities, so many what should I do? So my why for being on the ALC is to have my door open so that any of you can come in and just brainstorm with me. Most of you know that's how we do it, right? So it's really my why. That's why I'm here.
Awesome. Thank you.
My why is I wanted to rejoin. I felt a little distant, and I know that Keller Williams has so much to offer. I wanted to be part of it again. I also wanted to reintroduce what Keller Williams is to some of the people who have been here a short amount of time and maybe didn't have the same experience that we did, I don't know, 25, 30 years ago. It was smaller, and I wanted to reintroduce the excitement that I had when I joined Keller Williams.
That's good. Thank you.
My why is there are a lot of agents here who are new, and I see they're very hesitant to seek help. They are within their own shell, whether to ask somebody anything or not. I want to reach out to them proactively, reaching out to most of the new agents or whoever. My door is always open. Many people stop by and talk. I want to just extend whatever is successful, whatever is working for me, whether it's approaching a client or approaching a business or approaching an investment opportunity. I'm very open to just share. Like I'm in my office, like you can see my playbook. I can talk about it. I can tell you, hey, it is doable. In my first year, I only did 1 transaction. So if you did, you are in the right direction. Now I'm one of the top agents for all last 3 years with KW. So it's just a matter of believing in yourself that you can do it. This is a serious business. There are 600 agents or 500 plus agents. And if you want to do well, you have to believe in yourself and you have to commit to yourself that like, this is something I want to do and it is doable.
Thank you.
So I think this is an opportunity for growth for not only myself, but also for all of you. I like to share the wisdom, like they said, we've all been there before. And to share what we know onto you helps you grow. And it also helps me grow because I'm getting better by doing that. So.
Okay, why ALC? I joined ALC almost right when I got here because I'm a true believer that wherever you go, whatever you're doing, you should be involved. If you're not involved, you're not going to feel part of it. And you're always going to be like, what am I missing? What's happening? Instead, be involved, learn quick, and teach others. And, you know, I have an office here because I'm on the ALC, because I want to be here. If anybody comes to my door, as you know, my door's always open. I do not even shut my door during phone calls. My door is always open. And I do love helping people that are new because I find that my first year, I was very lost. Yana was our PC coach, but I was super lost. And it's so easy to get lost in this big place. There's so many faces all the time. And if you get involved, you show up to the meetings, you join ALC, then you become part of this place and you want to make it better. You know, you want everyone to join here. And after all, we're in Sugar Land, right? This is the best place to live. And we need our office to be #1. And I feel like I'm part of that process and I love it. And that's why I joined ALC.
We're all very similar. So I joined because of you guys. I have a servant's heart. I want to be there for not just friends and family, but my extended family here at KW. So making sure that nobody gets lost, right? It's easy to kind of retract into your shell. I think everyone on here has that story as well, where you can kind of step back a little bit. But I want to be here and helping and making KW better and more accessible, so that way you don't fall into those same trappings. So like everyone here said, office door is always open. So.
My why. So I hate to say ditto, but really, it really is, because each and every one of us definitely have that same trait, that characteristics of what has attracted us to be a part of this. But like so many of the others have said previously, I really have a heart for people, and it's so rewarding to help others. I mean, we do it in our business every day, and I just felt like I really wanted to give back to the office that helps me. And I know starting as a new agent, you know, sometimes you're not sure, you feel a little intimidated by others. So I wanted to be a part of the group where you can see me and I can bring that smile to your face and make you feel comfortable and warm and cozy and feel like, yeah, I want to stay at this market center. I want to be here because they, you know, the contribution is great and they give back and the help is there. So I'm here because I really want to make some impactful contributions to this office, because I want to see all of us grow, because when we do that, we contribute not just to our business growth, but our personal growth to help the world. So it's bigger than that for me, and I'm really glad to be a part of it.
My why. I would like to give back in a big way to this office. Yana and the group have been here for me through all sorts of ups and downs. And my current talent happens to be wealth creation. So what I'm hoping to do, which is a bit different from the rest, is show everyone the second gift they have. We can do real estate. We can buy and sell houses and the rest of it, but create wealth for yourself. That's where I'm good. So see you guys soon.
My why for ALC, I was given an opportunity when I first started, and I was retired. So I first started and I was given an opportunity from Nikki Barker, the PC coach, to almost shadow a top agent here and for 8 months and do really everything in that space and give me the confidence to do what I'm doing now solo. So I want to give back because I see a lot of agents that you may just be lost. You don't know what to do. And my door is next to Gary, so it's open when I'm here, but you can always text me. I'm going to be here more. You can always text me or call me, but that's my big why. An agent that if you feel a little bit lost or you're just not sure what you should do next, then give me a call. We would be glad to help you.
Okay, y'all, my big why is going to be to really encourage you to be the best version of yourself. Okay, that's what I'm passionate about. That's what I want to encourage you with, that you are going to make mistakes. It's going to be okay. Every single person up here has made mistakes, and that's how you learn. That's how you thrive. I also am just passionate about being there, being available. And I think it's really important that you step out of your comfort zone. So that's also my passion. That's also my up here to set that example as well, because again, we've all done it. We've stepped out of our comfort zone, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and you figure it out, and we can figure it out together. So that's my passion for y'all.
All right, my next question for them is, what's working? And the reason why I say that is you guys are looking at some big players. I mean, I'm talking individual agents that are making $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 on their own. Would you agree that's some healthy business? Absolutely. Many of them had their best year in the most challenging market. So I asked them a question, and that question is, what is the one thing that has worked for you in 2024 that if everybody else in this room and online did, it would allow them to reach their goals? What would that be? Let's start with Justin.
So for 2024, that was my first year to actually write a business plan, a GPS, a 411 monthly. If you guys don't know what that is, learn. We have the classes here. We have so many resources that'll help you with that. But it was my first year to actually do that and stick with it and stay consistent through the muddy waters, through the nothing's happening. I just stayed true to the list of activities.
So what did I learn in 2024 that I could share with you to help you? Gosh, I don't know that I was as prepared for this question, so I really have to think about it. I mean, we did well. We did better in last year than we did the year before, which is always the goal. I don't know that there's anything new or magic that I could share other than consistency and having a plan and revisiting that plan every week. So I don't know if y'all have done the 411, the GPS. Those are things that you need to work through and have it laminated.
That's good.
Have it laminated and visit it every week. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with them both. Having a business plan is very important. But the most effective thing that worked for me during this tough time is follow-up. I did not hesitate to reach out to the people I think or I thought would be either helping me in one way or the other or doing business with me. So that was the biggest thing. I did not hesitate to reach out to people. And that opened different doors for me this year. So 2024 has been a revelation for me in terms of how I can do business, which directions I can look at, which I never thought I would do. So just don't hesitate. If you think, believe in your gut, like if you think you can do it, just reach out to them, check it out, work on that. There are so many people in this office who can guide you one way or the other. Whatever you do regarding real estate, you will find somebody who can help you with. They might have done that. So just don't hesitate, move on.
So I do think consistency is important, like Kathy said. The 411 is important, the GPS, all of those things are very important. I'm going to take it a different route and say get involved with your community and get involved with your whatever. We took farming to kind of a different level where we actually got involved and we started our own group and we invited people to our group, and that's how people really got to know us in our own community. Do PTA, PTO, go to the school functions, all of those things. Just pick some place. If it's not where you live, pick a different place, wherever you want, and get really, really involved and be that go-to agent. If they have any questions, just be there for them and answer and be a resource for them to help them with their taxes or do any of those things. So we've gotten really, really good with that. And don't be a secret agent wherever you are. So.
I would say my biggest advice is I joke a lot and say that year really doesn't start till February 1 because January, you spend a lot of time trying to figure out how your year is going to be molding. You do your planning, your bold planner, which I got it back in October, and you start doing your plan. And then February 1, you start implementing and staying very consistent with what you said you're going to do, which is very hard because life happens, you know, concerts are there, you know, everything is going on. So it's hard, but you have to, you know, even if you decide to work 3 days a week, you've got to do those things 3 days a week. Okay. You cannot give up. Like, and sometimes you decide not to work. It's okay. But those things you committed to, you have to do. Now, I have a puzzle to solve this year. I have had almost the exact same number for the last 5 years. And I'm just, you know, thinking every year I'm going to change it. But even I am struggling with that change because I'm happy with where I'm at. And moving from happy to what I can achieve is a very difficult step. Okay. What are you willing to give up? And this will be a challenge year for me because I'm committed to that this year. And hopefully along with the other people on this ALC, I'm going to get there.
Sapana, are you comfortable sharing that number? The number that you've been at and the number that you're going to accomplish this year?
Yeah, so for the last, consistently, I know what it takes to get to almost 600,000 every year, GCI. And it is kind of easy for me because I love it. I love what I do. And most of my business comes from all the activities I do that I love. And they end up connecting to business. You know, sometimes I'm flabbergasted where the contact comes from. I'm like, oh, and so it works. Everything they teach you here, all the classes the Mesh gives and all the books there are to read. I mean, those things work, but until you figure out how those things fit into you and copy them over and over, even when they're boring, sometimes they do get boring. Like it was cold this weekend and I didn't want to do an open house because it stole my holiday time, you know, but I did it. And I was surprised. There was like almost 9 families who showed up and one of them has turned into a customer.
And what is the number you're going to accomplish in 2025?
Well, huh? Or it's not February yet, Yana. And I will tell you that number when I have decided.
Okay. I
Okay.
take it. All right, Brad, let's give a round of applause.
I think what everybody has said here, right, is key. So consistency, follow up, planning, right? So you put the plan in, you remain consistent and you follow up 100%, right? That's something that I've learned over the last few years, but specifically last year, follow up was huge. So those are key. I'm going to go a little bit more granular though. Last year, I dove really deep into social media, but that's only because I'm using it for my sphere, right? I use it to stay in contact with my sphere on a grand base. Okay. So I use that. I put things out, I educate, I talk about what new things are coming up. And that way people know that I'm out there and I exist. Okay. They don't forget about me and I stay top of mind. So I use that as my marketing, my main marketing. But as soon as somebody says, "Oh, I saw your video. That was great," and then I go, "Great. Why are you asking?" Right? So it always dovetails into that next conversation, and it leads to the follow up. So, yeah, that was me.
So I think that what has worked for me is just really being myself, just being me. I find that people really appreciate you just being who you really are. So identify something that you really like to do. For me, I grew up in a house where my mom would always call and check on people or go and get flowers and drop it off to somebody's house after church on Sunday. So I do those things anyway, and it has helped my business, but it's something I enjoy doing. So it helps me to stay in touch with people, stay on their mind, they remember me. They now call me and drop flowers off to me because they know that that's just something I naturally do, and not just for business. It's just because I just like to bring a smile on somebody's face, but it just works hand in hand because now it also helps me with business because now anything real estate, they're like, oh, I want to help Gleisha. I want to help her business grow because she's really nice and she's sincere and she's genuine. You know, so I just find that the more that you just do what you naturally like to do, people just come back to you. It's like you're a magnet to them. So I just will tell anyone, just find whatever it is that you like to do and just do it and do it more.
Yeah, so last year was a little bit tough, and I found what worked for me was to diversify, was to do something different to sort of supplement what I would normally do. So prior to last year, I was, like most of you, mainly an agent buying and selling real estate and the rest of it and investments. I decided last year to partner up with other agents in the office and other people outside the office and actually start owning investment properties, building investment properties. So I found that that helps because if for any reason the market takes a slight dip, yes, we be consistent and we'll get through it. But it's also nice to have that passive income. Truly passive, large income coming in is amazing. So that's something I want all of us to take part in.
I have to say for the GPS, which is goals, priority, and strategies, and that last one, strategies, you have to have it for every step of the way. What I did when I first started, there's a community pivot shift, and it's with James Shaw. I really dove into that, and they do conferences, and you'll see them at the different family reunions, and you'll start making connections with other agents. An agent referral is a big business as well, if that's what you decide to do. But just get into other communities, something simple that you can take away today. If you talk to 5 new people every day, you text 5 people, you follow up with 5 people and post on social media, answering 5 social media posts every single day, you're gonna see, you're gonna start getting business. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do a 2-part for this one because I want to focus on the new agents. Okay, so if you're a new agent, I would say rentals. That's how I started because it's not easy, y'all. Okay, it's not going to be easy. You're going to learn a lot about people. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to learn a lot about the process. And you're going to be able to take those tools with you as you start with buyers and sellers, okay? So it's really important to focus on that if you're a new agent. And guess what, y'all? Those renters turn into buyers. Okay, so you have to have the long game vision for that. Currently, and what I did last year that I love doing is open houses, y'all. If you're not doing open houses, come talk to me and I will convince you to start doing them because it's so important. There are so many people, especially since August, that don't want to sign that form. So they come to open houses because they can walk through the house without that form. And they are unrepresented buyers ready to buy. So currently I have 3 coming soon listings. I'm working with 3 active buyers, and open houses have a lot to do with that. You get to meet the people, they get to meet you. You make the genuine connections, the sincere connections, and they know that you're there to help them. So
That's good. All right. Was this helpful? Yes. Do you feel like we have a strong group representing us? Yes, I'm very excited. They are going to be announcing their committees at the end of this month that every single one of you is going to have the opportunity to join. So not only you can be involved whenever it comes to their movement in a market center, but also learn directly from them as the chair of each committee. So let's give them one more round of applause. Thank you so much. And we are going to wrap it up and swap them with our business partners. So if I can ask you to come up. Thank you, Brad. All right, Matthias, take it away.
How you doing, guys? This is Matthias with Home USA Mortgage, and good news, rates are like a 5.5, guys. So let's go out there, sell some houses. All right, appreciate it. We'll see you on the next. No, Happy 25, guys. We did get a little bit of a break today with interest rates. As we know, they're hovering around the 7.25 or so. What's going to happen? We don't know. Now, like I mentioned, we did get a little bit of break this morning. So if you have, a buyer that's maybe looking into potentially locking, or you're having those conversations, probably today's a good day. I wanted to open it. I want to kind of move on to this. Who knows what the average price in Sugar Land? Who does business in Sugar Land? By raise of hands. Okay, so a lot of people here. Who knows what the medium, what's the medium cost of a house here in Sugar Land?
425?
450. 450 is the magic number. Who knows roughly, if you were to assume a 5% down payment, what that monthly payment is on a house that's 450,000 with escrows? Dude, you're on the money. Exactly. $3,800 a month, y'all. Okay. It's a lot. Back when interest rates were in the lower, 3.25, that was $800 less or so. So we're talking about $3,000 a month versus almost $4,000. Who knows how much you need to be making in order to be able to afford a house in that price range? Okay. Anybody else? Okay. So the magic number without zero debts, which nobody has, we'll just make the situation, it's about $100,000, right? That's just to be able to qualify for the house. So that's not counting if you have, car payments, whatever the case is. The reason I'm talking about these numbers specifically is because it's not something that maybe for the newer agents that you just don't know what you don't know, I always say, right? And I think that it's important to kind of have those little data points. So whenever you are talking to your buyers, you can reference some of these things and maybe sometimes talk somebody into a little bit funnel what they're looking for a little bit more. You know what I mean? So anyways, I won't take too much of the time, but if you want to get a little bit deeper into these numbers and understand the market a little bit better, we're here to help. So thank you for your time.
Hello, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Eduardo. I'm with Reliant. And just really quick, what I do for you and your clients is we have a complimentary service that we offer, right? It's free for you and your clients. And I am here to assist your clients with all utilities, water, gas, trash, recycle, internet, and not just provide them phone numbers or emails for them to reach out to, but detailed instructions. I walk them through the whole process. If there's documents or PDFs that they need, I make sure that they receive them, and I'll walk them through it. I was someone who grew up with parents who only speak Spanish. So I was that little kid trying to translate legal documents for my parents, right? So I am willing to do that for your clients. I have hopped on FaceTime or Teams to make sure that your clients are doing things correctly, submitting things right. So I wanted to give a little bit more, insight on what I do for you and your clients. And last but not least, right, if your clients do sign up with electricity for me or with me, then you, of course, get $75 worth of points through our referral program that you can later redeem for gift cards, electronics, stuff like that. And then same thing for home security. If they were to sign up with home security for me, it's $300 for you. So there's a possibility of almost $400 worth of points that you can receive just by one referral coming my way. And I make sure to take care of your clients. We don't apply any high pressure sales tactics, anything like that. We just present options. So that's all we do. And if you guys have any questions, make sure to reach out to me. I'll be here all day today. But thank you guys so much.
Awesome.
Happy New Year. This is Aldridge Jack with Patent Title in Sugar Land. Just want to let you know that we have now started our investor realtor meetup over here in Sugar Land because I was famous for starting in River Oaks when I used to be there. So the third Saturday of every month, we have a different topic at a location. So this Saturday, we are talking about introduction to multifamily, real estate, and finance. So if that's something you're interested in, there's a lot of investors that come out there that needs realtors to actually list their property. So we'll be hosting that this Saturday. And I have the flyer for Ms. Yana. And also Tiffany and Angie has a new flyer for any agents that I call this the Batman and Robin, because what they did was she put all the escrow officers on the page that actually, the face with the name, with the team email, but she also put the QR codes for things like the buyer's guide, the seller's guides, how to do a seller's net sheet. You want to know what the feeds are. So it's a one-stop shop when you get all our tools there. So if you need that, come and see me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right. Well, thank you so much for attending today, leaders. Appreciate you. DJ Norman's gonna go ahead and get us started with some great music while we are enjoying lunch and mingle some more. Don't forget about our fabulous lunch sponsors. They're sticking around. So if you have any questions about hard money lending, feel free to ask. We'll see you next week.